you're going to make mistakes. You're not going to be perfect. You're going to eat animal products. You're going to accidentally misread a label. You're going to eat something and realize later that it had some type of animal product in it. It's fine. You're still vegan. Hello and welcome to Monson Made This. My name is Michael. This video is titled How to Go Vegan Overnight, and these are my 10 tips on how to do so. So stick around and I will give you all of my advice. Also, I will have the list below with timestamps, so if you want to jump to one, you can do that. Before I get to that list, there's a couple things I need to mention. My phone's not doing what I want it to. There's a couple things that I need to mention. And I brought this up in a few videos recently, but before I go into giving you advice on how to go vegan overnight, I need to talk to you about the difference between veganism as an ethical choice and a plant-based diet as a way to improve your health or to lose weight. A lot of people are in the gray area in between, or a combination of both. There is everything you could imagine. There is a way of people to not eat animal products. And so whatever your journey is, if you are already vegan or on a plant-based diet, that's cool. I'm trying to focus on people who are new to this, and I think it's important to separate those two terms. So veganism, it is an ethical choice. It's a choice to not eat, to use, to wear. Did I say eat? Eat, use, wear animals. That you see the environmental impact of animal agriculture. You don't want to harm animals simply for something delicious to eat or something cute to wear. So veganism is an ethical choice for the animals and the environment. Plant-based diet is choosing not to eat animal products, to focus on plant foods as a way to improve your health, maybe to even lose weight. Again, there is an intersection of all of these, but I think it's important to disambiguate these because two reasons. One, there's nothing worse than a person choosing to be vegan for ethical reasons only to be criticized that their diet isn't healthy. Well, you were eating Whoppers and now you're eating Impossible Whoppers. That's still burger. It's not healthy. No, their decision was to be vegan for animals, for environmental impact, for ethical reasons, has nothing to do with health, it's ethics. Now, same thing if a person decides they want to go vegan to improve their health, they think they're going to lose weight, it's a panacea, it's going to be all these amazing things, magic, cut out animal products, magic will happen in your life. Well, that's more of a plant-based diet kind of ideal, and this video is more focused on veganism, and I don't want people to expect that simply cutting out animal products is going to equal magic. So separating those two terms kind of gives people a more realistic idea of what they can expect from being vegan. And that's simply that you won't eat animal products. You're not contributing to animal harm, animal agriculture, the death of animals. And that's simply what it is about. That's not saying that there might not be health benefits, but that's not what this is about. Now, I have been on a personal plant-based journey for my own weight loss. I'm on a little weight loss journey, and that is trying to be whole food plant-based for that purpose. You can click this playlist above to see how that journey is going. It's going great. But since I've been vegan for 4.5 years, since July 4th, 2016, I thought that I would share some advice to you on how to go vegan overnight. It may take you longer than overnight. That's fine, but that's what I'm calling this video. Also, I'm going to focus on the food aspect of veganism and not on the clothing aspect. So a lot of people who are environmental vegans are okay with wearing leather shoes and leather belts because it's better for the environment to use something you already have. Others, they don't want to touch leather, they don't want to touch animal skin, they want nothing to do with it, so they get rid of it, they get new vegan products, that's fine. But again, I'm not focusing on clothing or fashion, this is about food. So let's get into this list. Actually, wait, one more thing. You are not going to be perfect. You're going to make a mistake. You are going to eat an animal product. You are going to misread a label. Somebody is going to give you something and say that it's vegan and they thought that meant gluten-free and you're going to end up eating an egg or something is going to happen. It's fine. Move on. Don't dwell on it. Don't get upset about it. It happens. It happens to all of us. After 4.5 years, it still happens to me. I bought some product the other day. Didn't read the label until after I had actually eaten it and said, oh, wait, there's actually egg white in this. So it happens. Don't beat yourself up. I'm no less vegan after 4.5 years. It's not like I have to start over again, right? Brand new calendar, day one. That's not how it is. So Veganism is a choice that you make every day. It's not that you can't eat foods, it's that you're choosing not to eat these foods. So make the choice, accidents happen, move on. Number one, my advice for you is to figure out your why. Now, as I've said, veganism is more about the ethical side, plant-based is more about the health side, but I think that it's important to kind of see how all of those things connect in order for you to stick with it. If you see veganism as something that's just going to help you lose weight, you're more likely to have a cheat day or to allow yourself to just have a little something, you've earned it. But if you see that eating a piece of cheese is the result of factory farming and a dairy industry that is unethical, you're less likely to just cheat and eat that piece of cheese. Same thing with bacon or whatever it may be. If you see that there's a bigger picture and you understand why you've made this decision, it's going to help you to continue to make that decision. Again, just being vegan today doesn't mean you're vegan tomorrow. It's a choice you have to make tomorrow as well. So knowing your why, understanding how all these things are connected, you're more likely to continue to make that decision and stay vegan. Second one is start by veganizing your favorite recipes. I want to tell you that it's easy for you to stop eating animal products if you can eat the same foods that you have always eaten, just without the animal bits in them. So if you like macaroni and cheese, if you love chicken nuggets, if you love pizza and burgers, find the vegan versions of those and start with those. We're talking veganism. We're not talking whole food plant-based diet. We're talking the ethical choice to remove animals and animal products from your diet. Easiest way to do that is to eat the same foods without the animal products in it. I guarantee if you Google my favorite food, vegan, you will find a recipe for your favorite food veganized. It's that simple. Start there, and I think you'll have great success. Start shopping for vegan versions of what you love. Again, if you are a burgers and nuggets type of person, buy vegan burgers, buy vegan nuggets, start there. Don't start by buying kale. If you love fast food, you love junk food, you think processed foods are delicious and that's what you want to continue to eat, then simply buy the vegan versions of those. Don't go from eating nothing but burgers and fries to eating kales and chickpeas if you are looking to transition to a vegan lifestyle. Now again, plant-based is something completely different. That's a different journey. That's a different video. But buy vegan versions of the foods you love and you'll have great success. And in my opinion, you can go overnight. Do not stop after your first vegan cheese. I mean this in bigger terms, but there are a lot of vegan products out there that are terrible. They don't taste great. The texture is off. You are never going to find a vegan product that is 100% going to fool everybody. It's just not the case. But just because you have one vegan cheese and you didn't like it doesn't mean all vegan cheeses are terrible. Just because you had one veggie burger, didn't like it, it doesn't mean all veggie burgers are terrible. I have lots of taste test videos on my channel. There are tons of taste test videos out there, and that goal of a taste test video is to say, hey, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna try it, so that you don't have to. Just keep trying. You may not find the first thing that you try to be the best, but keep going, it's worth it, and that's gonna help you to crowd out other things. It's going to help you to continue eating the foods that you like, but just the vegan versions of it. So just keep trying. The first cheese you try, you're probably not gonna love. Don't go too healthy too fast. I, after 4.5 years, am looking at a whole food plant-based diet as a way to lose a few pounds. Now, I didn't eat the food that I'm eating today, day one. I'm not saying that I wouldn't have been successful if I started to eat how I am now on day one. But again, goes along with the previous one about buying vegan versions of your favorite food. Understand your why. Understand, is it ethical? Is it health? Is it a combination of all of those? And then choose those foods accordingly. But don't be upset if you've been eating, I feel very repetitive. Don't be upset if you've been eating macaroni and cheese all this time, and then you try to switch to nothing but kale salads and wonder why you don't feel great or why you're not able to stick to it, because you're gonna feel like you're missing out. And just get the animal products out first, and then you can start to put in the other pieces. The crowd out method is, I think, one of the greatest ways to transition to a vegan lifestyle or even a plant-based diet, and it goes along with the idea of starting to eat the foods that you already love, but just vegan versions of. And instead of just completely replacing your plate with all of these new vegan products to where it's confusing and it's unfamiliar territory and you're not sure what you're eating and it's scary and you're gonna give up. So by using a crowd out method, and some people find it easier to maybe go vegan over a longer period of time. Again, this video is about going overnight, but it's about crowding out your plate so that you're pushing things that you don't want to eat any longer off the plate by adding more things to it. So instead of just making a list of don't eat this, don't eat this, don't eat this, maybe make a list of the things that you do want to integrate into your diet and start to add those to your plate so that other things don't make it on there. So this, I think, does go in line with wanting to be more on a plant-based diet. If you are eating more processed foods and you want to eat more whole foods, then it does become about putting those whole foods on your plate so that it pushes the more processed ingredients off. Read labels. You have to read labels. That's all. You need to know what's in your food, unless you're buying a can of chickpeas, a bunch of kale, a head of lettuce. You need to read the labels. A lot of times they will be great and put the word vegan on the front. That's great. I guess that's still technically reading a label, but you need to understand what to look for. So if you're vegan, you want things that don't have any eggs or dairy or any meats. The good thing is that there is an allergen warning on products in the United States. So if it does contain milk or egg or common allergens, it will be in bold. And the things you have to look for are like gelatin and honey. Those are not going to be in bold because they're not common allergens. So you do have to read those a little bit closer. Also, you will see on labels, may contain eggs, may contain dairy. Now that's just a legal disclaimer because it's probably produced on shared equipment and there is a possibility that there has been cross-contamination. May contain does not mean that it has it. You're still in the clear. It's just there in case you have a severe allergy to one of those allergens, that there is a chance that there could be some type of cross-contamination. So you're cool if it says may contain. If it says it contains, it has it, don't buy it. Read the label a little bit closer and understand that there's products that are dough conditioners for white bread that come from lanolin, which is from sheep's wool. So there's like hidden things that over time you'll start to learn. White sugar is processed through bone char, which is exactly what it sounds like. So buy organic sugar, buy sugar that says char-free, and you don't have to worry about it. Immerse yourself in vegan culture. And what I mean by this is subscribe to YouTube channels like mine, Instagram, follow people, interact with people, share your own vegan journey. This channel came out of my Instagram account. I had spent my first 3 days of being a vegan, watching YouTube, Hot for Food, Sweet Simple Vegan, Vegan Zombie. I just did nothing but watch YouTube, and it helped me to normalize veganism. It helped me to understand what people were doing, what kind of foods people were eating. It just helped to make it so commonplace that I didn't feel like some person taking on this weird lifestyle. Like, no, this is normal. People are doing it. They're living great. They're loving it. And so I want to do that too. So I started posting on Instagram. My first picture is of a crab cake that Lauren Toyota made on Hot for Food. And that Instagram account has grown, and then it it inspired me to start a YouTube channel. And so everything that I have now came off me deciding to share the vegan food that I was making to be a part of a vegan community. So if you don't have the support around you, there aren't people in your life immediately that are saying, yes, you go vegan, do it, it's great. Then you need to find an online community or see people living a vegan lifestyle so that you can see that it's okay, that there's a lot of people doing it and they're living their best lives. Don't get bogged down with the people that are ex-vegans or all the problems. I think that comes with taking on too much too fast or being too restrictive and not allowing yourself to eat any foods. But that's a whole other video. So immerse yourself in vegan culture, and who knows, you may wind up with a YouTube channel in the end. That all goes along with the next one, number 9, which is, I guess, just repetitive. Connect with other vegans. Again, if you don't have a vegan support group around you, connect with other vegans. I'm here on YouTube, comment below. On Instagram, I don't have that many people that message me or follow me, so by DMing me, there's a really good chance that I will respond to you very quickly. And if you have questions or need advice, need a vegan person to tell you you're doing great on your vegan journey, then message me. Also follow me on Instagram and YouTube too. But last one is a personal, it's not necessarily how to go vegan, but how I feel that people should act when they do decide to go vegan. And that is be humble. Understand that the journey you're on is not everyone else's journey, that what you're experiencing is not necessarily experienced by everyone else. What you've learned, what you've realized from immersing yourself in the vegan culture is not necessarily what everyone else realizes or feels. So live your best life, enjoy your vegan journey, learn, share, be a good example, but don't criticize. Don't put down other people for doing it wrong, or telling people that they're not eating the right way, that they're not eating healthy enough, or that they should be doing something this way. Again, lead by example, show how amazing you're doing. Don't tell people that they're awful for continuing to eat meat or dairy. Be a good person. Let that be enough. It's not about being zealous and telling other people how to live their lives. That's not to say that you shouldn't be an advocate, that you can't be passionate and share what you're learning. But just be careful not to criticize and to put down others who may not be where you are. Well, that is the end of my list. Thank you all for watching. This is not exhaustive. This is me. This is what I've come up with. So please comment below if you have any other tips for people who are transitioning to a vegan lifestyle. If you want a video like this about going plant-based, or you want more information about the plant-based diet that I'm experiencing, please comment below, let me know. Go to the playlist that I created recently, which is trying to lose weight on a plant-based diet, and you can see the kind of foods that I have been eating more recently. I promise the next video will be a recipe video. I will be sharing food with you. I know it's been a lot of content lately instead of recipes, which is what I've normally done, so I apologize for that. Thanks to those of you that have joined the channel, that support this channel financially. If you can't, then please just subscribe and like. That helps the video do well as well, which in turn helps me. So thank you for watching. Best of luck in the new year. Hit me up if you have any questions, and I will see you very soon.
Ryan Little.